So you said that the customer has to know us, and that's easy in the modern world with ad campaigns and social media. They have to like us and trust us. But the interesting point you made was about creating value for that customer. How do we create more value for our customers?
First of all, we need to understand what is value and what is value creation. There are so many different ways of describing this, but in physics it's very simple. Value is a gap between the current state and the after state. So your customer wants to buy your product or service because he wants to go from his current state to the after state. And if he is able to traverse from the current state to the after state in a very elegant way, trouble-free way, and if that distance is significant, the gap is significant, then he experiences that you created value for him. If that gap is small or fuzzy, then he does not experience that you created value for him. And unless you create value for him, the likability, the trust, nothing is going to exist. So it's all really about calibrating into what is the current state of your customer, what is the after state that is looking for, and then looking at your business to see where the gaps are and what you need to do to make sure that that gap between the current state and the after state is very clear, very powerful, and easy for the customer to perceive, because unless he perceives that, he's not going to act. There's no point having hidden stuff, and there's no point about sugarcoating stuff. There's no point about telling them that there is so much value that you create when actually you end up creating so small. So advertising seems to be today like dynamite. Everybody talks about dynamite. My product is dynamite. The value that I create for you is dynamite. Everything is dynamite. But when you really get down to it and you really check, it's a very small fuse between the current state and the after state. So what's the point of so much dynamite that you talk about with such a small fuse which is never going to grow? Nothing is going to happen. There's no bang at all.